Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do awareness science solution of chapter 11, Force and Pressure. In our last class, we have done up to question number 50. So today we are going to start with question number 51. So question number 51 is, which force is responsible for rising our body hair when we try to take off a Tyrolean or polyester shirt in the dry weather? So the force which is responsible for this is electrostatic force. Okay, when this polyester shirt rub our body, it becomes charged, and because of that, when we take out this polyester shirt, our hair rises. So the electrostatic force is responsible for this phenomena. The next question is, name the type of forces involved in the following. The first is a horse pulling a cart. So if a horse is pulling a cart, here the horse is using a muscular force. Next, a sticker attached to steel almirah without glue. Okay, here we are talking about steel, means the sticker might be attached with almirah with a magnet. Okay, so here the force which is involved is magnetic force. A coin falling to the ground on slipping from hand. So if something falls on the ground from slipping from hand, means something is attracting it. Here the force which is involved is gravitational force. Next, a plastic comb rubbed in dry hair picking up tiny pieces of paper. So when we rub a plastic comb on our dry hair, it becomes charged, and the force which is produced due to charge is electrostatic force. A moving boat coming to rest when rowing is stopped. So here an opposing force is working, and we know what is opposing force. The opposing force is the frictional force. Now next question is, why does a sharp knife cut object more effectively than a blunt knife? Okay, so what is the answer? A sharp knife has a very thin edge of its blade. A sharp knife cuts object better because due to its very thin edge, the force of our hand falls over a very small area of the object, producing a large pressure. As we already know, as the area decreases, the pressure increases. And the sharp edge, the sharp knife cuts effectively because the area of contact is very less, and this large pressure cuts the object easily. As the area is less, there will be a large pressure, and the large pressure will cut the object very easily. On the other hand, a blunt knife has a thicker edge. A blunt knife does not cut an object easily because due to its thicker edge, the force of our hand falls over a large area of the object and produces less pressure. And here again we know that if the area increases, the pressure decreases. So this lesser pressure cuts the object with difficulty. So we use a sharp knife, because sharp knife, the area will be less, so the pressure will be more. Next question, explain why wooden or concrete sleepers are kept below the railway line. Again here, for decreasing the pressure. Okay, so what will be the answer? The answer will be concrete sleepers or wooden sleepers are kept below the iron rails of railway tracks so that the weight of the passing train is spread over a large area of ground and the track may not sink into the ground. So again we know as the area increases, by using a concrete sleeper we are increasing the area. So the force acting, means the weight of the passing train will fall on a big area rather than only on the rails. It will fall on a big area so that the pressure which is exerted on the rails will be very less, and the rails will not sink into the ground. Next question is, explain why a wide steel belt is provided over the wheels of an army tank. Again, due to the same reason, to decrease the pressure, a wide steel belt is provided over the wheels of an army tank so that they exert less pressure on the ground and do not sink into it. To decrease the pressure, they use wide steel belt so that the weight of the army tank falls on a large area and it can move easily without sinking in the ground. Next question, explain why the tip of a sewing needle is sharp. Again here the same reason. The tip of a sewing needle is sharp so that due to its sharp tip, the needle may put the force on a very small area of the cloth, producing a large pressure sufficient to freeze the cloth being stitched. Next question is, explain why snowshoes stop you from sinking into snow. Again here, again the same reason. The snowshoes have large flat soles so that there is less pressure on the soft snow and stop the wearer from sinking into it. As we know that the snowshoes have a large area. They have a large area so that they will exert a less pressure, and this will help the person who is wearing it from sinking into snow. Now next question, explain why when a person stands on a cushion, the depression is much more than when he lies down on it. So when a man stands on a cushion, then only his 2 feet having small area are in contact with the cushion. Due to this, the weight of the man falls on a small area of the cushion, producing a large pressure. This large pressure causes a big depression in the cushion. On the other hand, when the same man is lying on the cushion, then his whole body having large area is in contact with the cushion. And in this case, the weight of the man falls on a much large area of the cushion, producing much less pressure. And this smaller pressure produces a very little depression in the cushion. Next question, explain why potters placed a thick round piece of cloth on their heads when they have to carry heavy loads. So these things we can see on the street vendors. They carry heavy loads on their head. So before placing the load, they keep a round piece of cloth on their head. Why? They use this type of round piece of cloth to reduce the pressure. So the answer will be the round piece of cloth on their head increases the area on which the force, that is weight of the load, will act. And as we already know, the pressure is inversely proportional to area. Therefore, increase in area reduces the pressure. And this helps the potter to carry the heavy load easily. And as we know that if area increases, the pressure decreases. Last question of today's class is, give one practical application of magnetic force. So magnetic force are the force due to magnetic field of a magnet. The closing of door of refrigerator works on the application of magnetic forces. So there are many more things which work on magnetic forces. In our last class, that is class 7, we have learned about electromagnet. There also the electric bell works on electromagnet, and electromagnet is nothing but a temporary magnet. Okay, so there are many applications of magnetic force. The magnetic force, the force due to the magnetic field of a magnet, and we know electromagnet is also a magnet. So with this question, we have completed the short answer type questions of chapter Force and Pressure. In our next class, we will start our class with long answer type question. Thank you for joining the class.